So in this video, I'm gonna go over what my crazy ideal trading month looks like, even while traveling and cutting losses quickly. Stick around, you're gonna be enlightened. Hey, be sure to subscribe on my channel and click that little alert notification bell so you get alerted when I give you more of my wisdom. What's up, Tim Sykes, millionaire mentor and trader here, sharing with you December 2019, because I think this is a good month for me to review. I traveled to 6 countries during the month. I had, 28 total trades. I had some losses, okay? I'm not gonna be perfect, but I still managed to make over $11,000 trading with a small account. On average, I was making roughly $500 per day. So leave a comment below. Let me know if you want to make $500 a day. You know, I often say $1,000 a day keeps the real job away, $2,000 a day keeps the real job away. But for me, frankly, when I'm traveling, I'm gonna trade more conservative. If you have a busy month, around Christmas time, around the holidays, I don't know if you're in school, if you have a job, if you have a lot of family commitments, but I know December can be busy for a lot of people. If you can get a little more conservative and make $500 a day on average, that's good too. It's not even about keeping the real job away. It's just using, the market to your advantage. In December, you have holiday trading, so you have a lot more volatility. That's another reason why you should be more conservative, even if you're, not traveling to 6 countries, even if you have nothing else to do in life. Maybe you're just sitting home playing Fortnite all day. But even if you are, be conservative, because the volatility gets crazy. You don't want to chase stocks. You don't want to take big losses. You don't want to risk blowing up. I know there are a lot of gunslingers. They like betting more. They show their $30,000 intraday profits, but they're risking a lot. They're using a lot. For me, I'm taking small positions, okay? Let's just analyze the numbers real quick. I like to get into my stats every now and then. I'm looking at my trades here. 23 wins, 5 losses. That's a good ratio. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I will have losses. But my biggest loss was a little over $300, while my biggest win was $1,300, okay? And mind you, I'm traveling from, this is a crazy month. I was in Hawaii, then Japan, then over to Miami, then over to Mexico, then Nigeria and Kenya, okay? I'm working on different charity projects. I'm filming different stuff. I'm traveling all over the place. So my time zones are crazy. My schedule is crazy. And yet I remained disciplined throughout. 23 wins, 5 losses. The losses were roughly, just a few $100s each. My biggest loss was $360. That's it. So I know, because I'm a multimillionaire, and you're like, what is a multimillionaire? Why does he care about $500 on average? Because I'm trying to teach you the process. Unlike the, frankly, fakes who are dangerous, where they think and they make you think that you can make, $30,000 in a day with a small account. You can't. You shouldn't use leverage. You shouldn't go all in. They're trading with big accounts. And that's fine if you learn to master a small account first. You should not jump to a big account. A lot of people who have big accounts to start, they're like, I don't need that small stuff. Yes, you do, okay? Treat it like training wheels. Treat it like practice. If you have if you're trying to drive a car, your first car shouldn't be a Ferrari. Your first time driving a car shouldn't go 200 miles an hour on the highway on a Ferrari when you have no experience. You start small, okay? You start with like a Hyundai or something, and you go 15 miles an hour, and you drive like in a zone where there's no other cars. You don't want to go to the big leagues all at first, because frankly, you're not mentally prepared. You don't have the right mindset. You don't have the right experience level. Start small. And this is why I like trading with a small account. In 2020, I'm trading with a bigger account too. I have a small account and a big account. But in 2019, I was only trading with a small account. And if you can make roughly $11,000 on the month while going to 6 different countries, that's pretty crazy. Or not 6 different countries, 5 countries, but I was in Miami and Hawaii. And by the way, in Hawaii, I'm waking up at like 2, 3 in the morning. So I'm not exactly on my A game. When I'm in Japan, the market is open at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. So I'm pulling the graveyard shift. In Japan, I'm actually wearing this charity merch. Quick links below. I'm going to link to this charity merch. This is with Mindseeker, a Japanese fashion company, a collaboration with Karmagawa. 100% of the profits from this hoodie is going to build schools in Indonesia, more schools. We have 17 schools so far. So I was in Japan for the big launch of this hoodie and several other pieces of clothing. Again, click the link below. You can check it all out. We appreciate your support, not just buying the clothes and raising money, but then also wearing them and then spreading awareness. I appreciate it a lot. That was Japan. Hawaii, I'm actually filming a new guide on video editing with one of my video editors. His name is Amir Zachary. He's the one who did the whole Save the Reef documentary, and he's actually going to show how he put together that whole documentary. Most people think you need like dozens, if not hundreds of people working on a full-fledged movie production. You don't. It was one person. So we're working on a guide to show people how to make documentaries. Very excited about that, but Hawaii's tough. Then I go to Miami for Art Basel. My partner on Karmagawa, Matt Abad, did a show with Art Basel. It was a huge success, his first show. Then over to Mexico, excuse me, we had 10 different libraries opening, which was pretty crazy. And we shot an upcoming swimwear campaign because Karmagawa is getting into clothing made out of plastic. We're trying to be more sustainable, more environmental in the future. So that was Mexico, libraries, and the swimwear shoot. I know it's a tough life. Then I went over to Nigeria and Kenya. We have a few new projects there. So I'm traveling all over the place, different time zones, different Wi-Fi strengths. And frankly, I stuck to my core, okay? I wasn't perfect. I didn't win on all 28 trades. I didn't have any huge home runs. But if you can make roughly $1,000 per trade, and lose roughly $200-300 per trade, your account grows. The problem comes in when you don't follow rule number one, you don't cut losses quickly. Your biggest loss, let's say, is 1,000 and your biggest win is only 300. It's inverted for a lot of people, especially a lot of newbies. So first thing you have to do is really control your losses. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you travel a lot, I think I've proven that you can do this from anywhere. But focus on my go-to patterns. I'm going to include links to the complete penny stock course, a book written by my student Jamil, and he summarized literally all of my DVDs, all my video lessons, all my webinars into this one book. It's a must read. I'm also going to include my best-selling book, An American Hedge Fund, which I'm giving you for free because I want you to learn my backstory. I want you to learn from my ups and my downs. I never had a teacher, so I'm trying to be the mentor to you that I never had. But aside from all that reading, aside from all that studying, just look at the stats, okay? Greta Thunberg is big in the environmental space right now, and she says, listen to the science. If you're gonna be big in the trading world, listen to the stats. You have stats. Everybody has stats. The problem is most traders don't want to look at their stats because they're not pretty like this. A lot of people don't even want to show all their trades. If you look at a lot of these big short sellers, they only show their biggest wins. You don't see their biggest losses. You don't see their intraday losses, their risks that they take. You don't see the fees and expenses. None of these are short sells, okay? I'm not really good at short selling right now. I don't think anybody is. I think it's a flawed strategy. So the fees, I'm using E-Trade primarily, like $5 to $7 per trade. Now a lot of the stocks that I'm trading is free commissions. The fees are negligible, okay? This is how you build an account. This is frankly how I make 6 figures a year. In December, I made $11,000. On average, over the course of the year, my average over 2019 was $11,000 per month. That's how I did it. I made $125,000. I guess the average is like $10,000. But $10,000, $11,000 per month, that's like what a good doctor or a good lawyer makes. I'm not that smart. I didn't spend 6 figures on school. I didn't have to go to graduate school. That's the beauty of trading, okay? You don't need to spend 6 figures on your education. You don't need to waste a decade. Click the links below. Enjoy these guides that I'm teaching you. I'm also going to include a link to my Millionaire Challenge. If you truly want to take your trading to the next level, that's where all my top millionaire students and now 6-figure students reside. You can learn from them. You can learn from me. We have a private chat room. It's amazing. But long story short, control your losses, take small wins. On average, if you make $500 a day, especially when traveling, that's a good month. Leave comments below. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you'd be okay with $500 a day. Hint, hint, the answer is yes, it's good, so accept it.